Hello YouTube. Today we are back on the mapping strategies. This time we are going to be doing tier 17s. We bought 50 tier 17s and I went ahead and rolled them all. So I think all these ones right here are Scarabs, which is what we're mainly focusing on. These ones are big currency rolls, and then these ones are big map rolls. I'm going to use to stack up some 16s for the next strategy I plan on trying out. The Scarabs we're using here are 2 adversaries. We're going to get as many rares as we possibly can. Influence monster pack size because we're trying to stack some Eater Worlds still in case we, get that Divine Altar. We're still waiting on that this league. We're doing 4 additional Rogue Exiles. This one can pretty much be switched for a lot of different ones. I tried glittering a few times, but I didn't want to do it for 50 straight maps because it's a little expensive and I haven't tested it fully yet. Since this recording, I have actually went ahead and tried a lot of glittering and bloodlines as well as glittering and wisps instead of anarchy and influence pack size. Although both combos are much more expensive, they are still profitable and give a lot more gold per map. On average, I would say probably around 100,000 more gold per map using either of those 2 Scarab combos. Magic pack size is good for gold. And what was the other one? Elder and Shaper aren't too bad either, but we're going to try out Rogue Exiles for these 50 maps. And then we got Horn Scarab with a Nemesis. Rare monsters have 2 additional mods. And that is because our idols give us, where is it at? Wrong idols. Here we go. Rare monsters in your maps have increased chance to drop Scarabs per monster modifier affecting them. So I'm just going to quickly just kind of go over these idols. I'm not going to get too into them, but I did get a little bit of bestiary stuff on these because, well, it's rare monsters and rare monsters drop Scarabs. So went ahead and added that on, but we got some beast stuff. We got a lot of increased explicit modifiers. I believe it's 90% total, but still using Wellspring of Creation here. And I'm just going to quickly mouse over all these. We have unique monsters have chance to drop Scarabs as well. That's why we're using the Rogue Exile thing, or Scarab for that matter. But this is what we got. And then I'll quickly scroll this. Yeah, 42% increased explicit modifiers and 12% per 5 quality. So all the maps have 20 quality, meaning we get 48% from that, and that is 90 total. So, yep, that's what we're looking like. 26% increased Scarabs found. Eater Worlds additional downside. Beast stuff, it's not too important. 49% chance to find Eater Worlds altars and 57% pack size. And unique monsters have 248% chance to drop Scarabs. And Scarabs found are less likely. I don't know where. There's the rare one. So we have 160% increased chance to drop Scarabs. So that's what we're working with here. And I'm going to start running these maps. I'll probably show some clips of like maybe some random schwinks I get or whatever. But this is going to be our spreadsheet this time around. Let me drag it over. So we're running Ziggurat maps here, which means we have a good chance of getting the Maven fragment. But sometimes I can't kill the boss. It kind of just depends on the run. The character's pretty strong right now, but the last map I ran, I actually did lose the boss. So gonna keep track of if we killed the boss or not here. Schwinks, and then gold. We were starting at 1 million. 1 million gold starting out. So we'll see what we end up with after 50 maps. And we only spent 20 divines for 50 maps. That's Scarabs included. We're gonna be doing Anarchy on the map craft. For the map device, we're going to be putting Anarchy on there, get some more Rogue Exiles. And then I probably spent like around 200 C or something rolling the maps. Probably a lot less than that. It's probably like 50 really, but I just put 200 here to be safe. And that is because the maps were actually super cheap right now. I bought 50 Ziggurats at like 55 C a piece. They were like 70 not too long ago, so 55 C, obviously people don't like running this map because the boss is terrible, but the build's pretty strong at this point, so I think I'll be just fine. We'll probably complete most of them, I would say, but yep, gonna keep track of all that, and I will see you guys whenever we have finished the maps. Alright, so all 50 maps are done now. We lost one map on the final boss because we got too much max ES, or max life as max ES, and he was basically just unkillable, but all 50 maps were ran. Here's what the tab looks like. I took some alterations out just so I could fit it all into one tab, but yeah, we did get this many idols, which is way more than we were getting in the 16s, but I'm not going to calculate these in because those are just going to take a long time to price check and all that, so we'll just not calculate those in. But this is the tab. We got a lot of good stuff in here. There is a lot of void cards that I guess we'll probably turn in just really quick in the video, and we got a Valdo's box. But let's go ahead and head over to the spreadsheet. So here we are. We got all the schwinks here. We got a lot of reality fragments, which actually I think paid for the initial investment by itself. We got quite a few good Scarab drops. We got a few divines in here. Nothing too crazy. We started with 1 million gold, ended with 4 million, so it's about 60k a map. Pretty decent, pretty decent. And last thing here is we are going to pull up Wealthy Exile and see what it says the tab's worth. Now, it is going to be a little bit weird because the voids are in here, and I don't know what it's going to price those at, but we'll probably just open them afterwards and see what we got. Okay, I went ahead and renamed the tab because it wasn't wanting to pull up on Wealthy Exile, but we got it to work, so let's go ahead. We set it to 20C here, and let's see what we got. If we sync. Alright, the tab is worth about 117 divines. Let's see. Tick that on actually. Let's see what it's calculating the voids as. So it's saying they're 4C a piece. So I mean, if we take that off, we're still at like 114. So let's go ahead and go here. We made 114 div, so slightly under 100 div there. We actually made 94 divines profit in 50 maps. I will say these maps probably took me 6.5 to 8 minutes to run a piece. They're pretty long and they take a while because the boss is just terrible. But the fragments themselves pay for a lot of the maps. Definitely carried a lot here, I'm betting. Yeah, it's the most expensive thing. I have 35 divines worth of fragments. So that definitely carried. I mean, without those, we would have made 79 divines, which is still pretty good for the investment. But overall, 17s just feel a lot better than 16s did. But I will say the next strategy I'm doing might involve 16s because I kind of want to try some pilfering scarabs. So we'll see how that goes. And I'll give you guys an update here soon. But before we go, we do have one Valdo's box, and it's only right that we open this. And I'll probably do a quick little edit at the end of the video of just me opening all the voids so that you guys see everything that I get. But without further ado, here we go. Valdo's box. What do we get? Foil Will Clash. That is terrible. I'll pop it up on the screen. But yeah, so let's go ahead and move on to these voids. Alright, this is what we got from the voids. Pretty much nothing per usual, but thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.